Through direct. Being nosy, good morning. Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. I'm going to get out and work the afternoon. I'll probably do the same thing tomorrow. It was Thursday night. Again, someone in my building delivering through Amazon. However, this was a young man, probably in his late 20s, same apartment he was delivering to. Just like the other woman was delivering to. However, I said, are you doing Amazon Flex? He's like, no, I work for Amazon. Hello, how are you? Hi. Good morning, good afternoon. Or soon afternoon, right? Soon. And he told me that he works for a company called Through Direct, through Amazon. I'm like, that's confusing. He goes, well, he gets the stuff from Amazon. The location, I think it's Bethpage here, where I live. But he works for a company that uses Amazon to get their products delivered through direct. That's what it's called, if you want to look it up. I was like, oh, I didn't ask him how much he made. The other lady, it felt right. She was telling me she was really promoting Amazon Flex and she was really into it. You know, and again, this guy fit the part. He was well groomed. He looked good. He had, clean jeans on, clean sneakers, the jacket, nice van outside, but not Amazon Flex. It's called Through Direct, THREWDIRECT. And he had the vest on, the yellow thing on. Hello, Don. What's going on? And the phone number on it. But I did ask him, is that an on the books job? And he said yes. I was like, oh, but he picks up the products through this company through direct. So it's something to check out, guys. I guess Amazon, does business with companies. They have the warehouses. All the merchandise goes to a location and these people pick up. I did ask him, how do you feel about going into apartment buildings? And he was like, some of them aren't nice. And I was like, oh yeah. And he goes, parking about 4 o'clock is horrible. And this is someone, maybe he was 30. I was like, thank you for the information. I said, I'm a little bit older than you, but I do GrubHub and Uber Eats, and I've been asking people about the delivery jobs. He did say, he goes, some places you don't want to walk into. And he said, parking can be a real hassle in many of the places. And that's what he said. Where the other one, she seemed to be very, she embraced it. She was like, oh no. I was like, aren't you nervous about driving that van? She was like, no way. She was ready to climb a wall, So he didn't tell me how much he made, but I did ask him, is it an on-the-job books? So it's Amazon. It's called Through Direct, and they pick up their products to be delivered at the Amazon hub, whatever you want to call it. So I thought I would share that. I'm heading out for the afternoon. It's funny how I made a comment about apartment buildings the other day. I think it was Thursday when I bumped into that woman. And yesterday with GrubHub, I was very local, guys. I did a lot of work in my home yesterday. And I said, well, I promised myself until Thanksgiving, I want to make $100 a day until the day before Thanksgiving. And that's the way it's got to be. Do a little bit in the morning. And if I want to go out in the evening, I'll go out. It's slow right now in your area. Where, I'm sorry to ask, I speak to so many people. What location are you again? What market? GrubHub. I was in, if you know my area, Merrick, Freeport, Baldwin, Freeport, Merrick. I was over the borderline into Roosevelt from the back of Merrick once. And my very last delivery was to Point Lookout about 12:30 at night. However, I got a $17 payout, and it was an Uber Eats. I couldn't believe it. It was 13 and change, and the guy gave me $3. And the person before that I delivered down the street, I got really lucky last night. My miles were really low. God, I think I hit, I wiped it out. I think it was 76, 77 in 5 hours. 5 hours, 20 minutes. And I hit 113. And I just stayed in these 3 towns. And then my last delivery was that. But it made my whole ride. And it was serene to drive to Point Lookout on a beautiful, chill night with just a few cars on the road. It was really nice. It was such a beautiful sight. You know, you have a reliable car, you can do that. It's real South Shore. It's out of the way a little bit. But for $17 for 30 minutes of my time, sure, I'll do that. It balances out all the little cheap ones you take. And I took low balls last night with GrubHub. New Jersey, Union City, close to Hoboken. Got it. Hoboken. Got it. New Jersey, Union City. New Jersey, Union City. Got it. Well, I'm hoping that I get some afternoon orders so I don't have to stay out the gig girl. Never heard of the gig girl. Hello. I feel you out. Usually new people come in and they put you down. I'll check you out, though. I did take low balls, 6 and change, but they were telling me just to go down the street and deliver it back in my own town. I had to make a call. I wasn't going anywhere. I was in Merrick, Freeport, Baldwin, Freeport, Merrick. I passed my house at least a dozen times, my apartment. So you got to make that call sometimes. Okay, it's not far distance, very short. It was, when I got to the Taco Bell, I went like 5 times in a row. They were like, "You're back already?" I was like, they had me very local. It was that kind of night. I'm really happy I went out. I didn't take my first order until 20 to 8, and I was home at 1:15. And I didn't go far. I made a couple of cups of coffee and listened to some videos. It's nice when you don't have to go far. I don't feel like I really went anywhere. It was nice. I got very lucky. So that was a real good. Miles low, less gas, and made decent money in a short amount of time. And I almost took off yesterday, but I promised myself 100 a day until the day before Thanksgiving. Or more. More, that's great. And I have a lot of things I want, and I want to pay cash. That's the way it is. What else to tell you? I hit I should have looked today. I didn't look. But I looked yesterday. I hit 100 direct referrals with the Get Upside app. And I received another indirect referrals. I am now at 48. I think that's really good. There was one more thing to tell you. Through direct, the co-op, I kept going into buildings and I got really lucky. I delivered right down the street here 3 times, right down the street from where I live last night. And all 3 people were outside waiting for me, like in the lobby, like at the front door. So I didn't have to go all the way in to the building. Gig lady, the gig girl, gig lady. I'm the gig lady. Oh, you changed your name. I like the little cherries. That's cute. Hello, how are you? It's been a couple of weeks. How you been? Have you been making money? Yesterday, 74, 2 hours. Love, I can't beat that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, big orders. That's incredible. Was it DoorDash? Was it GrubHub? Was it Uber Eats? What was it? Wow. $74 in 2 hours. Everybody would be doing it if that was the case. Everybody would do 2 deliveries. They'll work 2 hours every other day or something like that. GrubHub, high payouts. I haven't had high payouts lately. But if they keep me in my town or just one town away, you got to weigh out not using a lot of miles, not using a lot of gas. It's more of a turnover. Yeah, it's more of a turnover. I pulled up. It was a 1:15. So just about 5.5 hours. Really not bad. I thought it was pretty good. I was happy with that. Oh, it was one more thing. I knew I should have wrote it down. Through Direct, the GrubHub, the apartment buildings. I shared that I had a decent night last night. I'm putting on the apps. Hold on, guys. Apps are on. Anybody have a problem with their iPhone? My friend and I, we video text each other at least a couple of times a week. It makes it, we're more of a part of each other's lives when we do that because we don't always have time. We're more of a part of each other's lives when we do that because we don't always have time for FaceTime, and our lives aren't the same. And now all of a sudden I have to wait till iCloud retrieves it and uploads it. Meanwhile, it worked great during the week. Oh my God, like I was able to watch it immediately. So I'm hoping within the hour I could watch the video she sent me. GrubHub finally let me apply with them. It's good that you're making money. I'm doing okay. Oh, so they need you in their market. They probably... Yeah, they don't do that often. People come and go all the time. Not everybody sticks it out. Wow, good for you. I hope you do great with GrubHub. It's going to be I like Uber Eats and GrubHub in my area. Very much so. I met a couple of DoorDash people last night. They're pretty new to the industry, just a few months. And one guy was older than me, a very nice man. Said he was from Amityville. Oh, where was the other guy from? Oh, there is one more thing to tell you about GrubHub. Oh, a good one too. And they told me that they're like, GrubHub, DoorDash wants you to drive real far away for very little money. I was like, they get you in the beginning. They want to see how far they can go with you. I had that problem with DoorDash. They wanted me to work out like Smithtown. I remember going to Smithtown a few times. But at least when I came back, I had $125. But when I go out east, I call it out east, Suffolk County. It's further distance. Ooh, let's see. Hold on. Well, I'll wait till it rings. Because you notice with GrubHub, it'll give you a notification now, and within a minute, then the cowbell goes on. I noticed that in the past few weeks. The guy that told me about GrubHub, let me see what that order is. Hold on. Wow, Taco Bell and Merrick, smoking. Smoking. I could leave this on until I go there. The one time I was out of Merrick, Freeport, Baldwin last night, it was just the tip of Roosevelt. It's like right next to Merrick. It's like in between, yes. I noticed DoorDash wants you to drive far, but I make sure they are paying me a decent amount for it. Both guys, they were like, oh, both of them said I'm kind of new. I've been doing it a few months. I'm getting my feet wet. You know, they're feeling it out, and they need some extra money, so they're doing a few here, a few there. They both said that to me. Ricky Grant, hello. How are you doing? 2020 feature your town last night. Growing up Buttafuoco. Well, Baldwin. I think that was Baldwin. That young girl that shot the woman in the head instead of just having a heartbreak. Very, very strange. That was... Yeah, I remember that. That was in that was Baldwin. So the man... It was on the tip of Roosevelt. If you're familiar with the area, and there's a few delis there and a couple of little restaurants. It's a mixed area, like Freeport's here, Roosevelt's there, Merrick's there. It's very close to home. I like being in that area because it's easy, and I like being in that area. And they're updating the Mickey D's right there. Go ahead, ma'am. They're updating the Mickey D's. They're making it all brand new. Less than $9 rejected. Massapequa? You're trying to write Massapequa, right? Oh, I didn't realize it was Massapequa. Oh, his shop was in Baldwin. Yes, I think he was. I think so. I don't remember. I'm sorry. I remember they talked about the hotel in Freeport. They kept going to the hotel in Freeport. There's a hotel. Maybe it's updated. I'm not really sure. I should pay more attention. Yeah, it is. I think it's still there. Yeah. Well, it's Merrick, Freeport, Roosevelt area. It's a nice, modest little area. They have a few restaurants, within walking distance in the middle of a residential area. A couple of delis. And I was there maybe 5 minutes. I didn't mind, 5 minutes. And it was about 10 o'clock. And he goes, how do you like working GrubHub? So I tell him, I just dropped off a KFC, and the man asked me, when did you pick this up? And I've delivered to this house before. And when I walked up, I said, oh, I always deliver to your wife during the day. They have like a little home office. I don't know what. I just know the woman. And he goes, when did you pick this up? I was like, maybe 6 minutes ago, right down the street. He goes, the one in Baldwin. I was like, yes, sir. Because he was in South Hempstead, but it's right down the street. So when I got to my car, I said, you have a good evening. He said, thank you. I said, they just made that fresh. That's fresh hot food, So I get to my car, and I noticed that the order was placed an hour and a half before his delivery. And it was supposed to be delivered like 45 minutes earlier than when I delivered it. GrubHub does that. I don't know why. I have no idea. And I tell the man at the restaurant that, like, stuff like that happens with GrubHub. And he was like, the strangest thing happened tonight. We had a lot of GrubHub orders. He does GrubHub and Uber Eats. And he said, over an hour went by, and GrubHub called and asked them if they can remake the order because now they have a driver to pick up the food. I was like, really? What time was that? I was on the road at 9 o'clock. And it's nice and close to home. Really? He was like, yeah, they paid for it. They paid us double. They paid us to make the same order over so they could send a driver to deliver that food. Really? I find that very strange. I don't understand how a company makes money if they're doing that, if they have to do that. And then he said to me, we never have a problem with Uber Eats. But he did say he does receive more GrubHub orders. I found that bizarre. Oh, that's going to drive me crazy. This guy's just walking across the street, jaywalking as if, please stop for me. Like no care in the world. Like he's not even skipping. Jeez. So, is lady coming out? I don't know. Does anyone else experience that? Like, I didn't ask him. He asked me about it. He struck up conversation with me. He's a very nice man. Small, little, tiny place. But if Foucault lived in Massapequa. Well, it is a beautiful place to live. If you can afford it, in my opinion, that's why I'm working hard. I want to live more. I want to have more. Long Island is expensive, but not as expensive, I've learned, compared to Team LMDU, who lives in San Francisco, works at the Lucky Food Store 30 plus years, has a side gig with Nabisco, and he does these things on the side, his YouTube channel, his delivery gigs. I heard San Francisco is a lot more money than Long Island, New York. And we think it's a lot of money. It's very delivering really teaches you what's out there. You could be right down the block who's a multi-millionaire, and you can live literally down the block and live in a modest $200,000 home. It's just the way it is. And be lucky that you have, a home and a car. It's so uneven. I don't want to say divided, but it's more uneven. It's more uneven. It's uneven, not divided. They live together, but it is that way. You go one town over, and it's one of the wealthiest towns, and you go, 2 minutes down the road and make a right, and you're in a depressed area. It's just the way it is. That's why I don't really get nervous. People, repeat things from like the 50s and 60s. Things have changed. When you drive in the towns and you get a close-up view like last night, there's Merrick, Roosevelt, and Freeport. It's a safe area. There's nothing wrong with it. It's right off the parkway. I'd rather be around here near where I live than be far away and be nervous. or deal with the city. I don't want to deliver in the city. Occasionally, I'll go over to the borderline of Queens, if the payout is high, but no traffic. And it's got to be at an oddball time. I wouldn't go near there. Wow, I can't believe my first order last night at 6 in a row. Taco Bell in Merrick. So that's my update, guys. I thought go update now because I'm just going to work, and I might not go out tonight because I went out last night. Let's see if I could bang out $100 by 3 o'clock. Because once I turn this off, I'm going to focus. I'm going to hope to see if I can do that. 3:30. I'll give it to 3:30. It's kind of late already. It is late. I did a few things. 12. I'll say 4 o'clock. Got to be realistic here. 4 o'clock. Hold on one moment. Georgia, I want them to know I'm here and they know my face. Anything else said? Ricky, my dad moved from California in 2012. People are moving out of California. I hear it's a lot of money. I will. The gig girl. The gig lady. Why'd you change your name? The gig girl. You're not a girl. You're a lady. The gig lady. The gig lady. It rolls off the tongue better. The gig girl. The gig lady. The gig lady. I really like that name. The gig lady. But whatever floats your boat, if that's what you like. That's what you like. You think so? The gig lady. The gig lady. Yeah. Rolls off your tongue faster, easier. But that's just me. Doesn't make me right. Staying younger at heart. I get it. The gig lady. The gig girl. Oh, I get it. That's good. Got it. So I'm hoping that my friend's video is actually uploaded so I can watch it. I felt the lady made me seem like I was in my 60s. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, that's cool. That's what, you know. That's how you feel. That's how you feel. That's all right. You got to feel that way. You know, guys. What's the name of this stuff? Oh, I took it off. Oh, I did take it off. ShopRite has a new line of their product. This is sour cream and cheddar Kringle chips, and they want a sale, fair price. Oh, I cut the bag so I can have a few chips in the car. I figured if I stayed out during the day, have a snack. I even made a little coffee in my thermos. Because once I go home today, I'm probably going to stay home. I'm really happy I went out last night. I got very lucky. Very close, very lucky. All right, guys. It was a real pleasure. Remember, check out, if you're into it, if you're considering Amazon Flex, Amazon does business with other companies too. And that one is called Through Direct. Check it out. You never know, you know. Just recently looking on Indeed, and I need to update my LinkedIn profile because I thought if I did a little bit each week, I could see what kind of jobs are out there. Got to take baby steps, but I still got to work a little bit each day. See you. Have a money day. Yes. I want to make my $100. That's a realistic goal. $100 a day until the day before Thanksgiving. I know it's every day. However, I really want to take 5 days off and not worry. And if that's what I need to do. And I'm going to get a little money, guys. Not a ton, but, you know, a little money from my online endeavors at the end of November. And I'm really happy about that. Very happy about that. You know, it's a lot of little things coming in, you know. I seen other middle-aged people use girl at the end of their names. I thought I'd give it a try. Well, good luck. I'll probably give you a promote. The Gig Girl. Check out The Gig Girl. I haven't watched you in like a week and a half. Oh, yeah, I'll check you out in a little while. Thanks for the refresher. I will check you out. All right, guys. Have a good one. If you got to work, I hope you make a lot of money. A lot of money, honey. I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one. Bye, guys.